Luka, after tonight, how are you feeling with your second game back at 21 points, 15 assists? How are you feeling physically as you continue to work your way back into the lineup and with this team?
I mean, better. I think it's going to come with games. Every game is going to be better, especially physically, the way the game is played, 5-on-5. But I think that's going to come with the games, and every game is going to be better.
The Mavericks move to 19-18 on the season as Luka Doncic goes for a near triple-double as the Dallas Mavericks get a win 103-89 over the Denver Nuggets. This is the Gray Area right here on Kevin Gray Sports. My name is Kevin Gray. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Kevin Gray Sports. Be sure to hit that subscribe button right there for all things Kevin Gray Sports here on YouTube. You can catch me on your home of the Dallas Cowboys and Texas Rangers, 105.3 The Fan. The Dallas Mavericks forced 26 turnovers and hold the Nuggets to under 90 points in a game where Luka Doncic had 21 points, 15 assists, and 8 rebounds, and the Dallas Mavericks were able to use a late hot shooting fourth quarter where they scored 34 points in the fourth quarter to hold off the Denver Nuggets 103-89, a shorthanded Denver Nugget team that has been dealing with a lot of injury and health and safety protocols. Nikola Jokic really the only real source of offense in this game for the Denver Nuggets. But meanwhile, the Dallas Mavericks now win their third straight game. They come back to the American Airlines Center after a long road trip as they get ready to welcome in the Golden State Warriors on Wednesday night, where, of course, Dirk Nowitzki, number 41, will have his jersey retired after the game on Wednesday night. But tonight, inside the American Airlines Center, the Dallas Mavericks were able to hold their own against this Denver Nugget team, as I mentioned, forcing 26 turnovers in this game. Luka Doncic also had 4 steals in this game. Nikola Jokic got sick of Maxi Kleber in the first half, as Maxi Kleber had a couple of blocks and also a steal of a Nikola Jokic pass. They were able to get hot late in the fourth quarter, hitting 3 straight three-pointers. Reggie Bullock hit a couple of late threes. Jalen Brunson hit one. Luka Doncic also hit a 3 as well, as the Dallas Mavericks scored 34 points in the fourth quarter. The Mavericks in this game had 6 guys in double figures, including Maxi Kleber, who had 10. Dorian Finney-Smith, who was 4 of 5. He was a plus 12 in this game. Dwight Powell had a very effective game, going 5 of 6. He had 15 points in this game. We mentioned Luka Doncic in the 21 that he had. Reggie Bullock had 13 in this game, or 15, and Jalen Brunson had 13 in this game, going just 4 of 14, but did have 13 points. He was a plus 10. Luka Doncic, a plus 25 on the night for the Dallas Mavericks. Not really a great shooting night for either team, as the Dallas Mavericks only shot 45% from the field while shooting a little over 37% from the three-point line. Meanwhile, the Denver Nuggets shot a dreadful 24% from 3 while shooting 46% overall from the field. The Nuggets only had 3 guys at double figures, with Nikola Jokic having 27, Will Barton with 12, and Aaron Gordon, who had 15, although he was a negative 14 in this game. So while the Denver Nuggets were dealing and being shorthanded with a lot of guys missing and obviously guys in healthy safety protocols, the Dallas Mavericks were able to take advantage, hit 19 of 21 free throws, and were able to get things done inside of the American Airlines Center, despite the fact that the Denver Nuggets out-rebounded the Dallas Mavericks 47-28 in this game. But at the same time, the Dallas Mavericks were able to do just enough where shooting didn't seem like it was at a premium in this game between both teams. The Dallas Mavericks were able to handle their business. They did have 5 block shots, had 11 steals in this game, as we mentioned, forcing the 26 turnovers that they did in this ball game. As far as the points off the turnovers, that was the real key in this game. The Dallas Mavericks won this game 103-89. They outscored the Denver Nuggets 28-14 in points off of turnovers. There's your ball game right there. The Dallas Mavericks' ability to convert points off of turnovers, doubling up the Denver Nuggets in this game, was key to them winning. They were able to get out. Also, as far as their bench points was concerned, 34-27, outscoring the Denver Nuggets as far as their bench play was concerned. So the name of the game was defense, continuing to put pressure on this Denver Nugget basketball team, a short-handed Denver basketball team that really did not have a lot of guys able to handle the basketball. Meanwhile, being able to score points off of turnovers, and Luka Doncic being able to create and facilitate and get things done for this Mavericks team. An extremely important and impressive game for him as Luka Doncic continues to work back from COVID, as he continues to get his legs and his conditioning under him after missing nearly a month with the ankle injury and also being in the health and safety protocols, having dealt with COVID COVID-19. He's continuing to get his legs under him. Kristaps Porzingis did not play in this game. He is in the health and safety protocols currently now for the Dallas Mavericks. It seems like every time this team starts to get a few guys back, some key guys go back into the health and safety protocols. Kristaps Porzingis is back in there also. Trey Burke, though, is cleared from the health and safety protocols at this time now for the Dallas Mavericks. So they're continuing to get healthier as this season goes on, weathering the storm that they've been through, obviously using the amount of players that they have. They've used more players in the NBA as far as teams concerned with the hardship contracts than any other team in the league this year. So the Mavericks still find a way to win 103-89. I asked Jason Kidd after the game what the message has been about weathering the storm and being able to handle these things as the season has gone on with the amount of adversity that they've been with. Interesting answer from Jason Kidd when he said, hey, it's not necessarily a storm that we've been through. Here's what he had to say.
Jason, can you talk about what the message has been as far as the resiliency of this group and how you guys have weathered the storm to be able to get to a point where you've won a few games in a row and what that message has been to your guys in the locker room?
Well, Kevin, I don't know if they know there is a storm. It's just basketball. So you win or you lose, and these guys, they compete to win, and we're not guaranteed to win every game. But there's no storm. It's too early. There's a lot of basketball to be played to be worried about a storm. So a lot of character in that locker room. Guys play hard and play for one another, and so it's fun to be around. And you can see that when those guys were out, you know, the guys that were healthy played hard, and we found a way to win, and we lost some games, but we continue to try to get better. So I don't know if the noun or verb is right for storm, but it's just basketball.
So Jason Kidd saying, hey, Kevin, maybe that's not the right verb to use when it comes to describing what this team has been through. Not necessarily a storm, it's just basketball. And while, yes, it's just basketball, this team has been through a lot. Health and safety protocols, injuries to their two stars, with Luka Doncic dealing with the ankle injury, Porzingis dealing with various injuries that he's been dealing with through the season. Now in the health and safety protocols themselves, the amount of players that they signed, from Marquise Chris to Isaiah Thomas, Theo Pinson, and others. This team has gone through a lot of turnover and change. Luka Doncic working himself back from COVID-19 while also dealing with the ankle injury. This team has been through a lot, but now have won 3 games in a row, 19-18, 9-8 at home. You give them credit for handling their business and being able to be in a position to still work their way through, and defensively are starting to play extremely well as far as their defense is concerned, which is something that Jason Kidd talked about coming in to the season, their ability to play better defense and to rely on that when shots aren't falling. Shots weren't falling necessarily in the first half, but the Dallas Mavericks stuck with it as far as their defensive principles were concerned, and they were able to handle their business by forcing the amount of turnovers that they did in this game, as I mentioned, forcing the 26 turnovers on the Denver Nuggets. Luka Doncic, as I mentioned, 21 points in this game, 15 assists, 8 rebounds, 4 steals, a plus 25. Did a little bit of everything for this Mavericks team and got some help along the way from guys like Dorian Finney-Smith, Maxi Kleber, who was very good in this game as well, getting a lot of help from a lot of different guys. I asked Luka after the game how he's feeling physically, where his conditioning is as he continues to work his way back. Here's what Luka Doncic told me after the game.
Luka, after tonight, how are you feeling with your second game back at 21 points, 15 assists? How are you feeling physically as you continue to work your way back into the lineup and with this team?
I mean, better. I think it's going to come with games. You know, every game is going to be better, especially physically, you know, the way the game is played, 5-on-5. But I think that's going to come with the games, and every game is going to be better.
So Luka Doncic saying that he's working his conditioning back in. He's figuring out, obviously continuing to get himself healthy as the season's gone on. And they're going to need him now that the calendar has turned from 2021 to 2022. No team needed to see the calendar change and the year change than the Dallas Mavericks after the struggles that they went through in 2021. They've started off 2022 very well, now having won 3 straight games. They welcome in the Golden State Warriors, the best team in the Western Conference, on Dirk Nowitzki jersey retirement night. His jersey will be retired after the game. He will be meeting with the media on Tuesday, reflecting and going over his thoughts, obviously, on what has been what will be a Hall of Fame career when it's all said and done. And then on Wednesday night, the festivities will begin as number 41 will have his jersey retired inside the American Airlines Center, where it will sure be rocking inside this building, given the amount of emotion that will be in here and all the memories that will flood back for this player and his relationship and his love affair with this city and the love affair of this city back to Dirk Nowitzki. It should be a brilliant and fantastic night inside of the American Airlines Center. Let's hope that the Dallas Mavericks can make it even more memorable by getting a win before Dirk Nowitzki gets his jersey retired inside of the American Airlines Center. But tonight, the Dallas Mavericks get a 103-89 win. Luka Doncic pacing the Dallas Mavericks with the 21 points, 15 assists, 8 rebounds, and 4 steals. Reggie Bullock and others late really able to help put things away for the Dallas Mavericks after the Nuggets got themselves back into the game earlier on in the game. Dallas Mavericks' defense, though, was the name of the game, forcing 26 turnovers in this game, despite the fact that Nikola Jokic had 27 points and 16 rebounds. Again, the really only source of offense for the Denver Nuggets in this game. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Kevin Gray Sports. Again, be sure to hit the subscribe button right there for all things Kevin Gray Sports here on YouTube. It's been another episode of The Gray Area. I'll talk to you later. Peace.